Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS, FANS. Let's get to the news now. Let's get into what could be one of the most shocking and potentially game-changing rumors of the NFL season so far. Rumors are swirling around a possible blockbuster trade involving Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs' star tight end, heading to none other than our Atlanta Falcons. Yes, I know it sounds almost too good to be true, but the whispers are loud, and the sources say there's real momentum behind this. Kelce, a four-time All-Pro and one of the most consistent tight ends in the league, could become a Falcon very soon. If this trade happens, it could reshape our entire offense and give us a real shot at competing at the highest level again, maybe even paving our way back to the Super Bowl. Now, first things first, let's break down what's going on with Kelce, why he's such a game changer, and how this potential move could fit within the Falcons' current roster and long-term plans. The Chiefs are currently sitting at 7-3, still one of the top teams in the AFC, but there's growing speculation that they might be looking to shake things up, especially with their salary cap constraints and the natural aging process of some of their key players. Kelce, at 36, is still performing at an elite level, but with diminishing returns on some of his stats, and the Chiefs might be looking to free up cap space to bolster their receiving core or other positions that need reinforcements. The idea of sending Kelce to Atlanta for a second-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027 makes sense from their perspective, especially if they're eyeing a rebuild or retooling on the fly. For the Falcons, acquiring Kelce would be an absolute game-changer, especially considering how our tight end room has been a mixed bag this season. Kyle Pitts, despite flashes of brilliance, has been hampered by injuries, especially that shoulder injury that caused him to miss 3 games in November, and he's yet to fully live up to his draft hype. Bringing in a veteran like Kelce could be just what this offense needs to elevate to the next level. Kelce's ability to create mismatches, especially in short yardage and red zone situations, would be invaluable. His route running, YAC, yards after catch ability, and elite football IQ could help us unlock our offense like never before. Let's not forget, Kelce's numbers this season are still impressive. He's caught 45 passes for 512 yards and 4 touchdowns, with a PFF grade of 85.2, placing him among the top tight ends in the league. His EPA per target stands at 0.25, and he averages over 5 yards after the catch per reception. His contested catch rate is at 48%, and he's got a separation of 2.1 yards per route. These are elite numbers, and they show how crucial he can be in clutch moments. His career stats include over 800 receptions, more than 0 receiving yards, and 75 touchdowns, all while maintaining a relatively injury-free career, playing at a high level with minimal missed time. The potential fit with the Falcons' current roster is intriguing. Our cap situation is manageable, with around $4.5 million in space, and adding Kelce at a relatively manageable cap hit could give us that veteran presence and playmaking ability we've been missing. Plus, with our offense rebuilding and trying to incorporate more explosive plays, Kelce's YAC ability and red zone efficiency could be exactly what we need to push us over the top. Imagine the possibilities. A tight end duo with Pitts and Kelce, creating mismatches all over the field, forcing defenses to pick their poison. From a strategic standpoint, this move would also significantly boost our chances on third downs. Kelce's reliable hands and route savvy make him a perfect target in critical situations, which could translate into more sustained drives, more points, and a more potent offense overall. His presence could also open up space for Bijan Robinson, who's been a bright spot this season, averaging 4.2 yards per carry and providing that explosive element we crave. With a more dynamic tight end threat, defenses would have to dedicate more resources to cover Kelce, potentially freeing up our other playmakers. Now, let's talk about the impact on the NFC South and the bigger picture. The Falcons, currently sitting at 3-6, are in a rebuild mode but with a clear eye on making a push. Adding Kelce would send a message that we're serious about contending sooner rather than later. It could also serve as a catalyst for our defense, which has been solid but needs more playmakers to really lock down opposing offenses. With Kels in the fold, our red zone efficiency could skyrocket, and that's a critical factor in winning close games and making a playoff run. Looking at the bigger picture, the NFL landscape is shifting. The Super Bowl odds have already shifted for us, from plus 8,000 to plus 4,000, and bringing in a player like Kels would only boost those numbers further. His experience, leadership, and clutch play are exactly what a team needs to make that leap into serious contention. Plus, with the NFC South being so competitive this year, every game counts even more. If we can secure Kels and integrate him quickly into our offense, it could be the spark that propels us past rivals like the Saints or Panthers and into the postseason. But it's not just about adding a superstar. It's about the vision and the direction the Falcons are taking. The front office has been strategic, and this move would reinforce that. It's about maximizing our window and making sure we're not just competing, but contending. Kels's presence would also energize the fan base, creating a buzz around Mercedes-Benz Stadium and giving us that extra edge to fight for every inch on the field. Of course, there are skeptics. Some wonder if Kels's age might be a concern, or if the Chiefs are genuinely willing to part ways with such a key player. And there's always the question of how well he would adapt to our system and locker room. But given his track record of elite performance and leadership, I believe he could seamlessly fit into our offensive scheme and become a cornerstone for our future. As we look ahead, this kind of bold move could be what sets the Falcons apart from other rebuilding teams. It's about making a statement, showing that we're not just building for the future, but also pushing to win now. The NFC South is wide open, and with a player of Kels's caliber, we could be the dark horse that surprises everyone in the playoffs. Imagine the possibilities, Kels lining up as a flex TE, creating mismatches, demanding double teams, and helping us convert critical third downs. It's a vision that gets every Falcons fan excited, and many believe it's within reach. So what do you think, Falcons Nation? Could this trade really happen? Would it be the move that transforms our season and sets us up for a Super Bowl run? The rumors are hot, the timing is right, and the potential upside is enormous. It's a bold gamble, but in the NFL, sometimes you have to take big swings to win big games. And in Atlanta, we're known for making bold moves when it counts. Now let's keep our eyes on the news and see how this story unfolds. Whether it's just speculation or something more concrete, it's clear that the Falcons are at a pivotal point. We're building something special, and a move like this could be the final piece of the puzzle. So stay tuned, and let's get ready for what could be an exciting, transformative chapter in Falcons history. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Kels will become a Falcon? Would this move be the boost we need to finally break through and make a real Super Bowl push? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. Keep supporting our team, stay loud, and let's keep the hope alive, because the best is yet to come for Atlanta.